The Six Nations is over and it's time to see who makes my team of the tournament. Now guys, before we get into it, this is all my opinion. If you do agree with it, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys have different players, give me your teams in the comments down below. I think there's going to be some controversial ones and I can't wait to see the comments. But before we get into it guys, if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. It really goes a long way. Alright, let's get into it. At number 1, I've gone for Rice Carey. Now, a lot of people will say, why did you not go for Danilo Fischetti? To be honest, up until the last few games, I probably would have gone Danilo Fischetti, but I think there has to be a few Wales guys in here, the way they ended the tournament, and he was one of the best Wales players. He made so many tackles, he made so many dominant tackles. Yes, he scored some awesome tries, and his carrying ability is phenomenal, but just the work he does around the park really stands out for me, and I thought he was a really good prop throughout the tournament. I'm not choosing a bench for this team. If I did, Danilo Fischetti would have easily been there. He is one of my favourite players in the world to watch. But number 1, Rice Carey. Number 2, I've gone for Dan Sheehan. Now, Giacomo Nicotero was also very awesome from Italy. I just think the way Dan Sheehan played in the big wins for Ireland, in those really good games, really sets him apart from the rest. Wasn't his best tournament by any means, but he really stepped it up when it mattered. He is one of those really key players for Ireland. And to be honest, when he's at his best, he is one of the best number 2s in the world. So Dan Sheehan at number 2 for me. Number 3, a pretty easy one for me, Simone Ferrari. This guy was absolutely awesome this tournament. He was dominant at scrum time. He was smashing people around the field. And his work around the park has just gone to an absolute other level. This is really good news for Italy a year out from a World Cup. Obviously, he did end the tournament with an injury, which won't be good for them. But they also have depth like Marco Spagnolo, who, if I chose a bench, probably would have been the other prop on the bench as well. So probably would have seen 3 Italian props in my team if I chose a bench as well. But Simone Ferrari's been absolutely awesome. I mean, just the work he's been doing all around the park. I mean, the way he smashes people, the work rate he gets through, he's really picked up his game. And to not even talk about his scrumming, the scrumming has been absolutely dominant. He's really taking it to another level. And I think Simone Ferrari is easily my number 3 on this list. Number 4, I've gone for Charles Olivon. Yes, he's probably a guy who could move all over. You could probably put him on the wing as well if you want. But Charles Olivon really stood out to me this tournament. There was a few years, I'd say the last year and a half, since after the World Cup, where he's just maybe gone into a shell a bit, not been playing the type of rugby we normally see from him. Also, I haven't really been watching the top 14, so I can't really comment on how he's playing there. I'm going to be giving it more of a watch now, because seeing these guys play against each other, the passion that this clubs play with is absolutely awesome. And I think that's honestly one of the main reasons why France is so good and one of the best teams in the world. But Charles Olivon was really good this tournament. I mean, he is such a versatile player. He's such a skillful player, and he's such an incredible athlete. I mean, the way this guy runs, he runs like a center. He had a few try assists. He scored a few really good tries. And he's one of those guys you do not want to give him a line break from 40 meters out, because honestly, backline players just can't catch this guy. So Charles Olivon, a really easy pick for me at number 4. He was really good alongside Mikel Guillard throughout this tournament. And I mean, France has a really tough decision for what they're going to do going forward. Who is their best locks? Do they play Charles Olivon in the loose trio? I don't know, but it's going to be really awesome to see how that unfolds. Number 5, I've gone for Tide Burn. Tide Burn has been absolutely awesome this tournament, and I will still be choosing a forward of the tournament, a back of the tournament, and a player of the tournament, so stay tuned for that. But Tide Burn has been absolutely awesome this tournament. He's been good on the ground. He's been a menace in the air. He's good at line-out time. He's good at set piece. The work he does around the park is absolutely phenomenal. And I've been saying this. I know the Irish fans are probably tired of hearing me saying this, but Tide Burn is right now the best forward in the Ireland team. Probably a top 2 player in the Ireland team right now, and probably the most important forward in the team right now. He's so versatile, just like a Charles Olivon. He's good at line-out time. He's good in the air. He's just good all over the park, and the work he gets through is just so underrated as well. This tournament, he's really stood out in other ways where you can actually see him standing out with the turnovers, with the big hits, with the good carries. But normally, he's a guy that just gets through some really good, unseen hard graft, and he's such a good player for it. And I do think he is easily the number 5 on this list. This team right now looks like a very strong team, and I'd like to see this team maybe go up against a Southern Hemisphere kind of Lions style team. That would be absolutely awesome. That's actually a video idea to do as well. Number 6, I've gone for Francois Cross. Throughout the tournament, I've become a huge, mega fan of Francois Cross. Before the tournament, I'll be honest, I didn't see the hype in Francois Cross. I thought he was a good player. Don't get me wrong, I thought he deserved to be in the team, but I just didn't see what the France fans were seeing. I got some comments. I had a bit of a deeper look. Francois Cross is one of the best forwards in the world right now. This guy is, honestly, he's probably the king of doing the unseen hard, really nitty gritty hard work. He's probably the best guy doing that in the entire world right now. This guy gets through so much hard work every single game. He smashes people in tackles. Every carry he makes, it looks like he's carrying through a wall. This guy is just the epitome of a rugby player, and I absolutely love watching Francois Cross play. There were some other really good players throughout the tournament that played in the number 6 jersey, but Francois Cross for me was the standout by far. You know, sometimes you have to give guys their flowers that maybe don't stand out to their eye on the field, but if you look at the stats and you go back and watch the game, you see how hard they work, and he was one of those guys for me. Now, moving on to number 7. I had to shift the guy for this one because he played in number 7, he played in number 8. I had to get another Wales guy in. I'm pretty sure you know who it is. I've gone for Aaron Wainwright. There were some really good players throughout the tournament. I mean, Manuel Ziliani was awesome. Oscar Giroux was awesome. Anthony Jalondra could have moved there as well. Was absolutely awesome throughout this tournament. The Kanone brothers were awesome. Michel Lamoro was awesome as well. But Aaron Wainwright really stood out to me in this tournament, and he took his game to another level. I think Wales right now have just added another star loose forward to their team. Now, when Jack Morgan comes back, it's going to be very interesting because Alex Mann played good, Tane Plumtree played good, Aaron Wainwright played good, Dowie Lake played good, Rice Carrier played good. So they're building a really good depth in the forward pack right now, and they're building some much more confident players in the team, which is why I'm extremely excited to watch Wales play in the rest of their games throughout the year. I think they're going to be awesome to watch. They might even get a few wins throughout the year. They are playing against my South African team later this year, so that's going to be an interesting game. Wales have always been a tough team for South Africa to play. Obviously not the last 2 years, but before this, they've been a bit of a kryptonite team for my South Africa team. But I do think South Africa will win that game, but it's going to be a really good challenge for these guys to go to South Africa and play against that good team as well. So I'm just so excited to see Wales play again. I mean, before the tournament, I was like, honestly, I was one of the guys probably thinking to myself, Georgia could probably be better than Wales right now. But after watching Wales play, I think some of their players really stepped up. Some of their players are really phenomenal, and they really grew throughout the tournament. And Aaron Wainwright is a perfect example of that. From the start of the tournament, he was one of their better players, but at the end of the tournament, he was a really good player. And for me, he's a bit of a no-brainer in the number 7 jersey for my team of the tournament. Rounding out the forward pack, I've gone for an England player. I've gone for Ben Earl. The most consistent England player there is. His carrying every single game, his defensive work every single game was just a step above the rest in the team. Ollie Chesham obviously had a really good game against France and against Wales, but throughout the rest of the games, he didn't get that much consistent game time. I would have liked to see him in the number 6 jersey with Ben Earl in the number 8 jersey a bit more often, but Ben Earl's been phenomenal. He's been such a good player. It's just a shame that the England team really didn't pitch up, because Ben Earl was one of those guys that just pitched up and played some extremely good rugby every single game. Alright, moving on to the backline. This is where it gets a bit controversial. If that wasn't controversial enough for some of you, I think this number 9 will be extremely controversial. At number 9, I've gone for Jamison Gibson-Park over Antoine Dupont. I just think Jamison Gibson-Park on those good days was by far the best scrum half throughout the tournament. And don't get me wrong, Antoine Dupont's one of my favourite rugby players in the world. I played scrum half back in the day, and he's a guy I would just look up to right now if I was playing. He's a guy I would try base my game on. I don't even know what style he plays, just doing amazing stuff all the time. But Jamison Gibson-Park just really stepped it up this tournament. If you think the narratives before the tournament, Jamison Gibson-Park's getting old now, who they need to stop playing some other guys, they're going to really struggle because Jamison Gibson-Park's not playing at his best. When Jamison Gibson-Park's not playing at his best, Ireland plays bad. That England game, Jamison Gibson-Park was phenomenal. And I think throughout the whole tournament, Jamison Gibson-Park just played some extremely good rugby. He was really good defensively. He was good at the breakdown as well. He was a turnover threat. Oh, his kicking was absolutely on point. His decision-making and playmaking was world-class. And I just think Jamison Gibson-Park really set himself apart from the rest of this tournament. It was close. It really was close. But I think Jamison Gibson-Park gets the number 9 jersey in my team. I'm pretty sure a lot of you will disagree with that, and let me know in the comments if you disagree as well. Number 10. You probably think I'm going to go for Finn Russell. I'm going for Mathieu Jalibert. This is where it comes very important that I say this is my opinion and not anybody else's opinion. This is my opinion. If you do agree with it, let me know in the comments down below. If you disagree, let's talk about it as well. I love all the comments, good or bad. I just love all of them. Let's talk about it. But Mathieu Jalibert was absolutely incredible this tournament. He was one of the best players in this tournament. Yes, he struggled against Scotland, coming back after a week of being injured. He was also ill one of the games as well. But Mathieu Jalibert was absolutely phenomenal. The way this guy beats defenders, the way this guy's kicks just work out for him, his kicking versatility is incredible. The way he can change it up with attacking kicks, contestable kicks, kicks for exits as well. The way his running game is, he's almost running like a fullback. He runs a bit like a Will Jordan for me, a little bit, obviously not as fast, but he kind of reminds me of that in a way, the way he just glides past defenders. He's an absolutely phenomenal player. And for right now, him and Antoine Dupont have been the best 9-10 combination in the Six Nations, and Mathieu Jalibert has finally secured a spot as the number 10 in this France team. Romain Ntamack has a long way to go to get back into that jersey, and I don't think Romain Ntamack will ever get that jersey back. Moving on to number 11, I've gone for Louis Bilbari, top try scorer in the tournament, a new try record. He's been absolutely phenomenal. He's still a young guy as well. I think he's 23 years old or 22, which is just stupid. I mean, how good this guy is. It is absolutely incredible. He is one of those guys, he's just a superstar. He's an absolute superstar. He reminds me of Brian Abana a lot, the way he just gets on with things. He's such a phenomenal player, and he's one of those guys, he kind of scores tries just based on his pace and really good athletic ability, which is quite rare nowadays. A lot of the times nowadays, wingers just aren't backing their speed as much, so it's really good to see some wingers in World Rugby really back their speed. Another young guy coming through, I think, from the Southern Hemisphere that's also kind of gives me the same vibes as Louis Bilbari, that Brian Abana style of play, which is my favourite player of all time. Cheswell Uesta is also coming through from South Africa, really good player, just almost, I think him and Louis Bilbari are probably the two fastest players in the world right now, but that would be a really good matchup to see if they can get a bit of a sprint against each other. That would be absolutely awesome. But Louis Bilbari's been phenomenal. He is definitely in the running for player of the tournament, but will he win it? I guess he'll have to wait and see. Moving on to number 12, Stuart McCloskey. What a tournament, what a player. He is Ireland's 12. He is Ireland's star player. He is Ireland's star backline player. He is the guy for Ireland right now. He was absolutely incredible. Stuart McCloskey, the easiest decision on this list apart from Louis Bilbari. That was no-brainer for me, both those guys. They were both awesome. And Stuart McCloskey has just set himself apart from Bundi Aki right now. Bundi Aki still has a really good amount of value he can add to the team, especially if coming from the bench. I'd like to see them in the centres together once. That would be quite awesome to see, especially maybe against a weaker team. Just a bit of an experiment, but Stuart McCloskey's been absolutely phenomenal. He's just been at the top of most of the statistics. I mean, carrying, try assists, tries scored, defenders beaten, dominant tackles, tackles made. He's just been everywhere, and he's been an absolute pleasure to watch. He's been absolutely awesome in this tournament, and if he does keep this up, I honestly believe he can be in the running for World Player of the Year. If he can keep this up, there's nothing stopping him. I mean, he's being one of the best players in the world right now, and if he can play like this for the rest of the year, especially when they tour to the Southern Hemisphere, he has a really good case at World Player of the Year alongside Louis Bilbari. Number 13, I've gone for Hugh Jones. Number 13 was a difficult one, because I was going to go for Menoncello, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to kind of select Menoncello as a 12. Yes, he did play 13, but I know his position is 12, so I'm just going to be fair with regards to that. I've gone for Hugh Jones. He was quite good throughout the tournament. He had some really good games. I mean, against England, he was absolutely phenomenal, scoring, I think it was like a hat-trick or something like that. He was just absolutely phenomenal that game. Probably one of the best centres in the world right now. Him and Sione Tuipulotu are probably a top 3 centre combination in the world as well. And I think Hugh Jones, it wasn't his best tournament, but he still makes it into the team of the tournament, which just shows how good he really is and how far he's come in his career. I mean, I remember watching him in the Varsity Cup playing for University of Cape Town back in the day, and he was just absolutely shredding it up. So it's good to see him at this level. I'll always be supporting him because I've watched him from that level, and I've kind of seen from the start that he was going to go very far. But seeing him play for Scotland and playing at this level is awesome to see. Number 14, another one of the guys that probably could be in the running for World Player of the Year if they keep this form up. I don't think they will, because I think some Southern Hemisphere guys are really going to come and make a big statement this year. Number 14, I've gone for Kyle Steyn. Probably Scotland's best player throughout the tournament, probably their best backline player, and he's really just secured himself as the number 14 for Scotland going forward. A few years ago, Kyle Steyn was one of those guys on the outskirts, maybe a third or fourth option. He'll play against the likes of a USA or one of those weaker teams, but now he is firmly one of the best backline players in this team, and he's one of the first guys on the team sheet every week. So Kyle Steyn's been absolutely phenomenal, and he deserves to be on this list. Number 15, last but not least, this is going to be a no-brainer. Thomas Ramos, kicking the deciding kick in the 82nd minute of the final game of the tournament, doing some silly kicks throughout the tournament, getting some silly try assists. This guy is absolutely awesome to watch. He's a wizard at what he does, and he's just been absolutely phenomenal, and he is really just racking up those points for France. He honestly doesn't miss kicks, and I think people got this wrong. In one of my other videos, I was comparing him to Johnny Wilkinson when it comes to his kicking. I wasn't saying he was better than Johnny Wilkinson as a player, but as a kicker, they are both very even and just being such good kickers, such high percentage kickers. And I'm saying Thomas Ramos, the way he kicks, just the way he's so accurate, reminds me of a prime Johnny Wilkinson so much, which is what I love to see. It's really good to see a kicker with such a high percentage that can play so well around the park as well. So Thomas Ramos at number 15 for me. So that's my team of the tournament, guys. I'll go through it one more time. Number 1, Rice Carey. Number 2, Dan Sheehan. Number 3, Simone Ferrari. Number 4, Charles Olivon. Number 5, Tide Burn. Number 6, Francho Cross. Number 7, Aaron Wainwright. Number 8, Ben Earl. Number 9, Jamison Gibson Park. Number 10, Mathieu Jalibert. Number 11, Louis Biel-Barry. Number 12, Stuart McCloskey. Number 13, Hugh Jones. Number 14, Kyle Steyn. And number 15, Thomas Ramos. Now, for my forward of the tournament, my back of the tournament, and my player of the tournament. My forward of the tournament, I'm actually deciding right now on the spot, goes to Tide Burn. I think Tide Burn was absolutely phenomenal throughout this tournament, and he gets my forward of the tournament. Now it's time for my back of the tournament, who also ends up being my player of the tournament. I'm going for Stuart McCloskey as my player of the tournament and backline player of the tournament. He was all over the stat sheets, and I honestly don't think we'll see a Six Nations performance like we just saw from him in a very long time. That was such a dominant performance from him from start to finish. He was Ireland's best player by quite a mile, and he was just absolutely awesome. So that's my player of the tournament, my forward of the tournament. It is a bit controversial, I know. I didn't go for Louis Biel-Barry, but I thought he was awesome as well. Both probably are going to be nominated for World Player of the Year this year. But if you guys do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.